Hey everyone, if you're here a while, Retros YT here, and I'm like 2 hours late for my initial, for my Friday night throwback night, and I'm very sorry. I have reasons, and I apologize. Oh boy. I guess there are more excuses, but... Okay, I can't see anything yet. Sending data to Twitch. Okay. It took a second there. It didn't show me if I was live, so... Anyway, guys, I apologize for being like 2 hours late. Wow, there's a lot of people live tonight. I'm just popping onto Twitch and taking a look here, and I'm seeing live. Everybody's live. Well, I hope you guys can see me. Yeah, it's okay. Well, I hope you guys can see in here. I'm not seeing anything on my channel, so I'm trying to make sure that everybody can see and hear me. All right, let's see. 2. No, not 2. Friday. Well, hopefully I'm on. I don't know. Alright, maybe I just need to close this and reopen it. Let's see. Hold on a second, guys. Super Mario Bros. Putting in my information. Interesting. Sorry, this is not being very helpful. This my software. Are you showing that I'm live? Come on now. Oh, okay, it is showing. That's good. Okay, so there's that. Sorry, guys. I'm a little, I won't say out of sorts, but I'm a little disoriented tonight. Yeah. Okay. So the reason that I am so late is because I managed to sprain my ankle pretty badly this week. So now I have the first time I sprained this ankle, honestly, was when I was about 16 years old, and I was at home, and I forget exactly what I did, but I sprained it pretty badly. I had to go to the ER, and they put an air cast on and everything. Well, this time, all I was doing, being the old lady that I am, I was, I'm sorry, I'm having trouble talking tonight, maybe because I took a pill. I was just walking through my sister's yard, and my sister has, it's just a grassy yard. So there's a lot of tufts of grass and then ground, you know. That's all I was doing. And my ankle flipped over. I think you guys will probably remember the time that I had to cancel most of my streams because I had a birthday party I had to go to. Well, that was the birthday party, so it's like 2 weeks ago. And I was just walking. My ankle flipped over. And I thought, oh, well, I think I caught it, so I didn't get a good sprain. Well, I was wrong. The funny thing is, it really didn't hurt all that time until, sorry, controls. It really didn't hurt until a few nights ago. I was trying to get my shoe on. I put my shoe on like a normal person, right? And I was having trouble getting my shoe on because it was like it was too tight. I couldn't figure out what was going on. And apparently I looked down at my foot, and my foot was super swollen. Like, the top of the foot was swollen. So I'm like, oh no, come on, what did I do? So apparently I did not rescue myself from spraining my ankle. It was actually extremely, extremely swollen. Like, it's been a very long time since I sprained it that bad. Probably since I was at 16. and sprained it the first time. And that was what was so weird. It didn't even hurt at first. It took like 2 weeks, I guess, of walking on it when I probably shouldn't have been. But it took that long for it to really start bothering me to where I noticed anything happening. But anyway, I had to leave work early today to go to the on-call clinic, whatever you want to call it, the on-call place, to get them to check it out. They did an x-ray. It's not broken. It's fine. It's just really, really sprained. So, yep. So anyway, when I got home tonight, I was feeling kind of out of it. I'm still pretty sore, which I guess if you can imagine. It's been that swollen. It's pretty bad. And so I wanted to go lay down when I got home. I didn't really feel like doing anything else. I was tired and just, I don't know. I guess it scared me more than well, not scared me, but it made me more nervous than I realized it was going to. That I might have done some serious damage, because I was afraid, oh my gosh, if I sprained this 2 weeks ago, or not even just sprained, if I did, because I didn't know what I'd done at the time, before I went to the doctor. I'm like, okay, so if I seriously injured myself or ruptured a tendon or something, and I've been walking on it for 2 weeks, so did I hurt it a lot worse? You know, I didn't know what exactly. Oh man, that sucked. What I did, but I'm okay now. I guess I just I wore myself out worrying about it and hurting. So plus it was just a Friday, you know. Fridays I go into the office, and I was having a lot of trouble focusing today on work. I'm having trouble today focusing in general, as you can probably tell already just by the fact that I'm having a lot of trouble talking. I don't know what it is. I'm just having trouble focusing, and yeah, I'm tired. So yeah, anyway, that was my very, very long story about why I'm 2 hours late. But all I wanted to do when I got home, well, my son bought me a really nice dinner because my birthday is this weekend, and so I ate that, and then after I ate that, and all I want to do is lay down and relax. So that's what I did. And I just got up and decided, hey, you know, I should probably go stream, because I told them I was going to be there this weekend. Yeah. All right. So that was my super long intro about nothing, and my explanation as to why I am 2 hours late tonight. So yeah, that happened. So I don't know if any of my regulars are even going to be in here tonight, because I'm so late. This happens sometimes when I'm this late. People see that I'm not on for so long, and then they kind of assume that I'm just not going to be on, that I canceled or something. So I am here, sort of, half here. And today is revisit night. Last week we did Super Mario Brothers 1. So here's we pretty much played through it. Here's my disclaimer about Mario 2. When I was growing up, we had a regular NES. We got the regular NES. This will give you an idea of how long I had to wait to get my Nintendo, even though I love to play. Before Christmas that year, when I finally got my Nintendo, my mom was looking in a catalog, and they had both the regular Nintendo listed and they had the Super listed, and both of them were discounted in price. So actually the Super Nintendo was pretty much as cheap as sorry. The way it worked out, the Super Nintendo would have been only like $5 more than the regular. So I remember my mom sitting me down and asking me, which do you want? Do you want the regular one, or would you rather have the Super? Because they're pretty much the same price. So yeah, that's how long I waited to get my Nintendo, because it was just so expensive. So it ended up, of course, when I sat down and I really didn't even think about it that long because I knew what I wanted. I told Mom, oh, I don't want the new one. I want the original. I waited a long time for this. And I want the regular. I want the original Nintendo. So, yeah. When I got it, we only had a few games because, again, my mom just didn't have the money for that. She was a single mom raising 3 kids. And so we had a few games. We had the original Mario Brothers, which actually came with the Nintendo. And eventually we sort of kind of started other games started kind of trickling in. Just as we had money, or as, you know, we had friends that would give us games or whatever, what have you. So we had the original Mario Brothers, and then eventually we got Mario Brothers 3. What does it say? Usually it takes a little while for it to update that. Hold on. Okay, hold on, guys. Let me check. What? Well, I think... Sorry, guys. Let me try to fix this. My son says it's still saying Evergreen Harbor. On YouTube. Okay. So let me try to go to YouTube and fix that.
Your Twitch is fine.
Oh, there's 2 people in chat in YouTube? It looks like it. There were. Sorry, guys. Hold on half a second. What? Yeah, it does. How do I fix that? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. Let me try to fix this. It still says on YouTube that I'm playing Evergreen Harbor, and I don't want it to. YouTube Studio, content. No, I already have that. Alright, let me try to update these again. Update titles. Super Mario. Live. I thought I saw that there's a people in on my live right now. Oh. Here we go. I'll just I'll change it this way. Sorry guys, I'm still here. I'm just changing the title on YouTube because I don't want people to think I'm playing Sims 4 when I'm actually playing Super Mario 2. Retros. Revisit night. Super Mario Bros. 2. There. Super Mario Bros. 2. There. Hopefully that will fix it. I'm gonna sing, I'm gonna shout the victory. Okay, check that again, Burden. It should be okay now. Okay, alright. To me it looks like it's fixed. Okay. Brendan, how am I doing? Yes? Come on, man. Yeah, on my phone it looks fine. Okay, thank you. Alright. So anyway, guys, was that how? Oh, yeah. So I had the original Mario Brothers, and I think the following Christmas, I got Mario Brothers 3, and then I didn't play Super Mario 2 until much, much later. I think I was actually what was I? I'm trying to think. What was I? I was at least in junior high when a friend of mine had a copy of 2 that they brought up, and we played. I started playing that one a little bit. But honestly, 2 to me, it had been so long. I had been playing the original and 3 so long Those sort of had a different sense of style almost than this one did. This one just was very different to me. I didn't really care for this one much when I played it. And if you think about it, 1 and 3 really are pretty much the same platform. This one is very different. Even the graphics are different. And there's different monsters and just kind of a different way of playing than the other two. So 2 was kind of the odd man out for me. And well, probably just because I'm not as familiar with it. I didn't care for it much then, so I didn't play it a lot. And it's still, of the original 3, it's definitely not probably my least favorite. Anyway, my whole point in saying all of that is just that, again, I hardly played this one. The other 2 are part of my childhood. I played them all the time. This one, I hardly played at all. So, don't expect me to be good at it. You've probably already seen that I'm just not doing great. I try, I really do. But, being as that I'm on here, even though I'm on here super duper late, I'm going to do my best to get towards the end of the game. I have never beat this one myself. I have seen someone else beat it once. This was probably the favorite, well, probably nothing, it was the favorite game of my ex, my son's father, when he was a kid. So he obviously was super duper familiar with this one. And he said, there's actually a story about this. He apparently used to, when he was younger, he used to babysit his cousin, Philip. And Philip, apparently what my ex would do is he would play Super Mario Brothers 2 with his cousin Philip, and then his cousin Philip would, for some reason, the music at the end of this game, at the very end of the game, it's not in the game anywhere else except for in the very end of the game. When you win, there's this sleepy time music that Mario played. You see Mario in bed, right? And he's playing this victory music, but it's very sleepy, like lullaby music. And that particular music, apparently, every time his cousin Philip heard it, he would fall asleep. So that's what he would do. He would play this game with him, which is something he liked to do. And then he would get his cousin to fall asleep, and then he didn't have to really do much with him. He'd just sleep, and he would my ex would just do whatever he wanted. So yeah, anyway, that's kind of the story. But this is not one that I grew up with. I mean, I guess a little bit, but I was much, much older when I finally discovered it and started to play it. And it's just not, there's nothing wrong with it. And because it is different than the others, it has a certain appeal that the others didn't have. And one thing that I learned about it, which I did not know until much later, is that when I was a kid, part of my childhood was watching the cartoon. On Saturday mornings, they had the Super Mario Brothers Super Show cartoon. That was part of my childhood, and I never realized. I always thought it was based off of 1 or 3 or whatever. No, actually, the Super Mario Brothers Super Show cartoon was based off of this one, and I did not know that until, I think, my ex, Britta's dad, told me that. So, yeah, I found that interesting. That has a huge appeal to me because, again, the Super Mario Brothers Super Show was part of my childhood, so that makes it have a special place in my heart. Ooh. Dude, I threw it! Did I just lose it? I think I did. Now I gotta go back up and get it. That stupid thing made me small. Well, just because this game is so kind of out there, not part of my childhood repertoire nostalgia feeling, I hope some of you guys will come in. I thought somebody was in, it looked like there were some people in my YouTube chat, and then they just weren't there anymore when I went. So maybe they came, just popped in to say hi, and then went away. I don't know. But whoever was in here, thank you for popping in for a minute. I guess maybe they were more in the mood for for Sims tonight, and I ended up not playing Sims. I'm playing Mario instead. So I hope I didn't disappoint you, whoever popped into YouTube. But I do hope that some of you come in to watch this one. Just because it's not my favorite doesn't mean that it's not a good game, because it is. And again, for some people, this has every bit, if not more, nostalgia than the other Marios. So hopefully you guys will come back for that. Because that's always the point with me with these revisits, is that, you know, I want you to experience that sense of nostalgia from playing something that you absolutely loved when you were a kid. Because that's what it's all about for me. That's a lot of, not all of why I made a game, because I like some newer games, but it's all about why I do these retros revisits and the nostalgia games, throwback games. It's to so that you guys can experience that sense of nostalgia and the fun, the innocent fun that you had as a kid, the joy of playing a video game that you love. So, yep, that's what these are all about. So I do hope some of you guys will come in to hang out and see these. Yeah. And hopefully I don't disappoint you too much about being terrible at the game. I really am trying. Actually, so far, oh my gosh. I was doing great until now. I just started dying all of a sudden. I've been playing for a little while now, and I've only died. I was about to say that before I just died again. But I've been playing for... It's not going to tell me how long I've been playing? Oh, over 20 minutes, and I was going to say I've only died once. I've died twice now, but because yeah. But for me, that's pretty good. So I'll do I'll do my best, guys. I really will. I don't want to disappoint you too bad. But as much as I love these retro games, just because I love them doesn't mean I'm great at them. And some people are competitive enough that they just, they literally can't. They don't like to play games that they're no good at, that are just boring. Not for me. I can recognize that a game is amazing, even though I'm terrible at it. So, yeah. My favorite part of this game, is this him? I was gonna let you know that my absolute favorite part of this game is Mouser. And I believe you get to fight Mouser a few times in this game. Ironically, I wasn't thinking that this... Yep, that's Mouser. Sure is. Yeah, I just think he's fun, and it makes me happy when I can battle him. Oh, and die. Battle him and die. Now, that's one thing that I do like about this game, is that there's different characters. You don't have to just play Mario. You've got all these other cool characters like Peach and Toad, just like the cartoon. The Saturday morning cartoon for me was. So yeah, that's kind of cool that you get to pick who you play. I like that aspect of it. My ex's favorite character was always Toad. Toad, you know, because each different character has different strengths. Whoa, my goodness. Wow, my goodness! Yeah, they all have their different strengths. But for me, Peach is always the best because she gives you airtime. You know, when you're trying to jump, you can glide with her skirts. And that just, to me, is a huge, tremendous help when you're playing this game. It's kind of like, you know, when you have a tail or a cape in other games. That always helps you. Yay, I beat him! And this, you get even more hang time than a cape. Well, I don't know, the tail is a little more intensive work that you have to do, but the cape, this is like having a free cape. So you get all that hang time for your jumps, and to me that just makes it so much easier. So, anyway, yeah, I almost always play Peach. Princess Peach. Unless I know that there is a Diggy level coming up, then I'll play Toad, which for some reason I'm getting the feeling like this is a Diggy episode and I should be using Toad, except that I didn't because I wasn't sure. Anyway, and if I happen to know that there is a level coming up where I have to dig, I will use Peach. Just because I like her. She gets the airtime, baby. Anyway, I hope, since I'm so late, that you guys still come in. I'll still play, and I'll still try, for the sake of my YouTube playlist, if you guys don't come in, I'll still try to beat the game here. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to do it, because, yeah, I've only seen this beaten once. But I was very persistent last week in finishing Mario 1, so maybe I can beat it this time. As long as we don't get to... I don't think it's the right one. As long as we don't get to a point where there's any puzzles, like Mario and regular Mario, there's a pattern to some of those levels. As long as we don't get to any of those, because I'm not going to have any idea what to do if we get to something like that in this game. I don't have any childhood experience to know what to do. So, as long as we don't have a problem like that, which I don't think there are any of those levels in this game. Yeah, well anyway, as long as we don't get to one of those kind of levels, I think I should be okay. With persistence and just, you know, playing something over and over again until I get it. That's what I used to do as a kid. Although I was a much better gamer as a kid with regular Mario anyway, just because I had more time to play. Go away, timer. I was right, this is a diggy level. This is a level that I should have brought Toad, and I didn't do it. Sometimes I just straight up try to confuse the little, what are these guys called? I forget. Not cheeps. Shy Guys. Because if you do holes in different areas, they, you know, it takes them a little bit longer to get down to where you are. Ah, I got you. Good, that helped. Yeah, anyway, so, yeah, this game is just it doesn't come near as naturally to me as the other ones, and it's, yeah, I just don't know it as well. So, hopefully, if you guys do come in and start watching, you'll hang in there while I'm, playing on this one. This one's more tricky because she's closer to the edge. I don't want to fly off the hole with Birdo's eggs. Yeah, I think, I remember watching because I loved the cartoon. One of the very first episodes of that cartoon is an episode with Birdo in it. Troll. Toad. Why did I call Toad Troll? Oh my goodness. Toad gets, like, this Birdo mistakes, Toad for her baby. And so she's, carries Toad back to her nest. And he keeps trying to get away from her. And she's, like, all drooly and gross. And that was one of the first episodes of the cartoon. And I, of course, well, I guess it makes sense, because at that time I never really played this one. I just had no idea that, the cartoon was based off of this particular game, or specific game. But, hey, that wasn't fair, man. Listen, I know you're going for dinner, but I had to jump or I was going to die in the quicksand. And you just had to take that particular time to be right there where I couldn't get away from you. Rude. I forget what you're called. The little, flying dudes with forks. They have a name, a specific name with the forks. And, man. I can't think what it is now. I know that people have said that Luigi in this is really good at jumping. Luigi has this really weird thing he does with his feet, and I just cannot figure that out. So he gets some hang time too, he gets some air time, but for some reason the thing he does with his feet is just too foreign to me. I never really got the hang of it. Now in the cartoon, Luigi was actually my favorite. I feel like Mario always got the attention because it's Mario Brothers. Oh, oops. This. But Luigi in the game or the cartoon was my favorite. He just, you know, I felt like he was neglected. He didn't get near as much attention as he should. So, Luigi, my fave. Mario. Oh my gosh, now I want to watch that cartoon. You know, they had that for a while on Netflix. The old Super Mario Brothers Super Show. I don't know if they still do or not. I'll have to check. It's been a really long time since I looked. But, yeah. And I actually got my son into that show, too, when he was a little kid. And so, because he, you know, he always likes playing video games. He likes playing Mario Brothers. And, yeah, he was into, because I used to collect 80s show and 80s cartoons DVDs. And we had a bunch of the DVDs of The Super Mario Brothers Super Show. Super Mario Brothers Super Show. Do 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 do. Swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go do the Mario. I'm gonna get a copyright claim, but you guys, if you were around for that, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Dems was the days, right? Yeah. Yeah, Lou Costello, and whoa, that was Mario, and who was the dude that played Luigi? The dude that played Luigi, I've actually seen him in like different roles in different shows, and it was kind of it was surreal because, you know, especially as a kid, if you see an actor in one show and then you see him in another, it ruins the suspension of disbelief, I guess. It's like, because you want your, you know, when you're a kid, you watch a show, you watch it because, you know, you want it to be kind of magical and you want it to be real. And then if you see the actor in a different role, it kind of just ruins that illusion. But yeah, they were both great actors. I wish I can't remember now. Lou Costello was Mario. That was the other thing about that show. I loved how self-aware it was. It made fun of itself all the time. Like Mario, in the Mario and Luigi Mario, the two brothers, they had a guy named Lou that came to visit them all the time, and he looked exactly like Mario because he was Mario. Mario was Lou Costello. So yeah, it was just, yeah, it made fun of itself all the time, and I loved it. I still love it. You guys could, yeah, go check out Netflix, see if they still have the old Super Mario Brothers Super Show on. It is a kick in the pants. It really is, and it's so 80s. It's hilarious because they always had guest stars on. So they had Magic Johnson on there. They had Tiffany, I think, yeah, they had Tiffany at one point. They had Cyndi Lauper. Cyndi Lauper is a very young Cyndi Lauper was on there, because you see Cyndi Lauper nowadays, and she's she does the commercials for, what is it now? It's not skincare. It's something else. I can't remember. Or maybe it is skincare for eczema. I think they're eczema commercials, and Cyndi Lauper's on there now. But a very, very young Cyndi Lauper, when she was still in the heyday of her singing career, she came to visit the Marios on that show. Oh, jeez. I knew that was going to happen. I was afraid of that. Alright. Oh my goodness. I hope you guys aren't that behind. Looking back at my chat, and I'm still with Mauser on the chat. Wow. Is it that? Do I have that much of a delay? I hope not. Maybe that one just started over from the beginning. Yeah, this is where I need Toad. He would have been the ultimate character for this. Gosh, I'm killing myself. Whoa, I'm pushing the wrong button. That's why I kept pushing dig instead of jump. Alright, let's wait till these guys go to the right. There we go. Yeah, Toad here is really good because he digs really fast. And that's what you want on this level, because you gotta get past the monsters. And if you're not Toad, that can be very difficult, clearly. I'm missing a star! Okay, I lost the star. If I get the star there, oh, why did I do that? I knew I needed Toad. Dang nabbit. Well, not that I plan on dying again, but if I do die, stop pushing the wrong button, me. I will definitely get Toad the next time. Whoa! Yeah, I keep pushing the dig button instead of jump. And that's what's killing me here. And man, is that star helpful in this level. Yeah, especially when you get down this right side, it's so helpful to have that star. Oh my gosh! Toad! There we go. He's a cute little guy, isn't he? He's our quick digger. You know, when I did a test run of this game, I didn't do very good as Toad, or, well, it is anybody. But, I thought I did bad then. I'm doing worse now. You know, this is only 2-2, I think. And I'm sucking. And it's mainly because of the digging. This level, oh my goodness. He does dig a lot faster. There's supposed to be a star popping up about right now. And saving my butt. And I don't see one. Where is that star? Here, cheap. There! Ah ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Ah ha ha ha! That should also be a throwback for you, though not nearly as far as the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. Hey, I lived! Woo! Okay, now I just gotta keep from dying on this one. Oh, which I didn't do. Okay, oh man. Oh, this one. I'm getting my controls mixed up. I think that's what I'm doing. Is this the diggy one? I can't tell. Yeah. On anything but the diggy levels, I much prefer having, yeah. No. I much prefer having Peach. Okay. No, see? She would have got me over that hole, no problem. No. There we go. Oh. Yeah, to do the mega jump, you gotta hold down. I need you, Princess Peach. I need your skirts. No, here. Ah, there. Whee! Oopsie. No. Come here. No, I'm trying to freaking hit you with this. Yee! Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's just cheating, Birdo. I put those there to kill you with, and you're standing on top of them? She's just cheating. Yay! Okay. Alright, I got past her finally. You know, hearts or anything coming up from the floor? No. Alright. Yay! I'm not very good at these slot machine things. Oh, I got a cherry. I thought as long as you got a cherry, you got at least one light. Alright, we're back to Peach. Thank goodness. Toad's cute, but I much prefer Peach. Oh, is this another diggy level? Maybe I should have chosen Toad. What are these guys called? These thingies that, with the forks? I forget what they're called. Oh, I didn't do this at the right place. I wanted to get a mushroom. Those! Oh, that's gonna bother me until I remember what they're called. Aren't they something like some very Japanese word? I don't remember. Eee! How do I get up top? I guess I have to ride one of these dudes. Here, come here. No. Alright, maybe not. Because I think you can ride these guys. I want to ride one up to the top. I'm gonna get killed. Oh yeah, here, look. Ah! I have to get one that's going left. Like this one. Come on, you guys. I was on top of him. Alright, forget it. That's my power up there. Hey guys, I see some people just popped into Twitch. Oh hey, joking of course. Hey! Hero U is going good. I actually, usually I play it on Thursday nights. Just because that's my, wild card night, and that's when I like to play it. It's going good. I don't like doing spoilers, but I watched somebody else playing it just to make sure, because I knew I was missing something. And, I discovered that with my lack of direction sense, I was completely ignoring a part of the map that, because I thought for whatever reason that there wasn't anything there. I thought it was just, like you would leave the university, the building, if you went there, and no, you have to go across a courtyard to get to some of the, just some of the other rooms, like the library and stuff, and just because I wasn't, you know, with my negative direction sense, I wasn't thinking that I needed to go over there. So I was ignoring that whole part of the map. So I discovered that just by watching someone else play. I wasn't trying to get spoilers, but that helped guide me a little bit. But since I discovered that, I haven't played, because it would have been last night, or not last night, but Thursday, this past Thursday night would have been the first time I played since discovering that stuff. And I opted to play, what did I play Thursday? Oh, I played Sims instead Thursday. But this next coming Thursday, I'm going to be playing Hero U again. At least that's the plan. Oh, I missed the key. Where's the key? Oh, I had to go get it and get back up. Maybe? I think. Anyway, I should have played, I should have played Toad. Yeah, so anyway, the next time I play it after learning that, will probably be this next coming Thursday, and then I'll be able to go to the other side of the map, finally. And find the library, and, Aeolus, or however you say his name, he has a crush on, I think her name's Sophia, if I'm remembering correctly, and she is in that section of map that I had never noticed before, or never got to before. So, yeah, I'll be able to meet her, as one can, when one knows how to use the map. So, yeah, I'll be able to do that. Why did I did it again. I automatically picked Peach instead of using Toad. But yeah, anyway, yes, that's where I'm at. Really enjoying the game so far. And now that I figured out part of the map, that part of the map that I didn't know before, I think I'll probably do much better. Okay, so what's up with this? Where's the key? Oh, that was good. Oh. Well, if I happen to die again, I'll try to pick Toad and go back up there and get the key. There's got to be something good in that door. Can I even pass this level without going through that door? Yeah, Aeolus, or however you pronounce it, my roommate, has a crush on somebody. And I believe his crush is on Sophia. She works in the library. So, yeah. I hope I didn't just spoil something for you. But yeah, that's what I saw when I was watching somebody else play it. I actually watched, because as you know, I think I'm sure I said that Quest for Glory series was my absolute favorites growing up. I found this guy, this YouTuber, his name, he's called Let's Play with Brigands. I might have heard of him, actually. Check him out, he's really cool. I think he's on YouTube and Twitch now, but at the time I first started watching him, I just watched him on YouTube, but anyway, I was searching on YouTube for the Quest for Glory games before I started playing them on there myself and streaming. And yeah, he played those games. There's the key, okay, and then I take this up. Wait, does that work? Can I do it that way? Oh, cool, look, I think I just discovered a glitch. Cheating. Let's get it up there. Oh, okay, alright, good. I was afraid I screwed up something. But yeah, I was just watching him play a little bit, this Let's Play with Brigands dude. And Aeolus tells you at some point that he's got a crush on Sophia, and he keeps rhapsodizing and gushing about her and how much he loves her, and he wants to go talk to her, but he's too afraid to. And you have to kind of act as a go-between between Aeolus and Sophia. So yeah, I didn't watch too much of it other than that, because I didn't want to spoil myself. But yeah, apparently he has a crush on her, a huge one. I think it's kind of cute, actually. I like Aeolus so far. I haven't, oh, that was dumb. I just let the guy eat my head. Okay, let's do Toad. And I don't need to worry about getting a key at the top, because I now know that we get the key down here. Yes, right here. Ironically, though, I think I've probably passed all of the digging that Toad needs to do. Oh, no, I didn't either. Not entirely. Let's do this again. That actually kind of seemed like a safe way to get up top, for the most part. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to be playing it again, and I'm kind of excited about playing it again, because I missed it this past Thursday. We'll see what happens. And different. It seems very different to me than the other Quest for Glory games. Well, in the sense that, I mean, they've got all these cool references to it. It seems very different in terms of a lot of what you're doing is building your skills through classes instead of just going out in the wide world, you know, and building them that way. So, yeah, it's an interesting and new experience because of that. And I have already figured out, unless I'm very wrong, that a lot of the characters, like is her name Elsa? I'm trying to remember the names of the characters. The one who has like a Polish accent, maybe? Austrian. She's Austrian. Like the Austrian accent where she says her W's like V's. Uh-oh, but I just didn't screw myself. Oh no. Oh. I thought I was done. I thought I trapped the key where I couldn't get it anymore. Oh, this is not good. Can I still get it? Did I just screw this up? If I can get it from here? No. There we go. Okay, it scared me there for a minute. My clever strategy for getting the key I thought was about to kill me. There we go. Alright. Yeah, so, especially now that you brought it up and are asking about it and I'm talking about it, I kind of really want to play now. So I'll do that again. Unfortunately, my streaming schedule is so busy on Saturday or the weekends that, plus I have to go to a birthday party again this weekend, which is my birthday party, so I kind of have to be there for that. But yeah, so I don't think I'm gonna have a chance to play it this weekend, but next Thursday for sure. This next coming Thursday. Oh, that's a nice little star. Thank you, star. Even though I just got through that part. Do I need anything in here? I don't think I do. I know you have to get the key out of these pots at one point, but I don't think you do. Yeah, I was afraid I broke it. I made it through, but just jumped right into it. Yeah, I thought I broke it. Save and continue. All right. I'm glad you came in. I was a little worried because I'm so... Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. My birthday is Sunday. I actually tend to forget about my birthday. You know, you get to a certain age and it's just like, you know, it's just your birthday. It's just like, yeah. When you're a kid, it's like such a big deal. And then when you get older, it's like, eh. Wait a minute. Is this the beginning of the game? It didn't take me back to the beginning, did it? Or did it just take me back to the beginning of the world? Oh, no. I don't want to go back here. Oh. This is like way back. Where am I even at? What is this world? Two. Oh, man. All my progress is gone. Oh, dear. See, this is not endearing this game to me. It already was not my favorite. Arrgh. I don't want to have to go way back here. Did I just... Maybe I just clicked on something wrong. Did it really take me back this far just for dying? Oh my gosh. That sucks. You know, I think what I'm going to do when I finished... I believe it was Metallic, my follower Metallic, who suggested that for Friday nights I should start doing the series. Like, the first Friday I'd play Super Mario 1 and then 2 the whole way through. And that's what I'm doing right now. Last week I played 1, got to 8-2 instead of 8-4, so I almost beat the game. I was pretty close. And obviously this week is 2. I think when I finish that, although there's been so many games, I don't know. If I finish going through all of them, I want to play, and this has been on my list anyway to do as a playlist. Thank you, I appreciate that. It's going to be fun. My sister's had me over, and she's going to make food, and we're going to play some board games, because I love games. I love all kinds of games. I love board games. I love playing with my nieces and nephews. I mean, the board games. Now, my nieces are teenagers, and my nephew, oh my gosh, just turned 11, insanely. I just remember being around for all these kids when they were born, you know. Anyway, he's too old. Yeah, so once I finish this series of going through the regular Mario games that came with the systems, like 1, 2, 3, and on, I want to play Paper Mario for ages. So that's, I think, going to be my next Friday night. Although it's going to take us quite a while to get through that one because it's a long game. They both are. The 1 and 2. I want to play Paper Mario 1 and 2. So that's going to be on tap after I finish several of these 1, 2, 3, etc. Marios. Favorite board games, top 5. Up there has to be Cranium, because Cranium, yes, upcoming Paper Mario. I love Paper Mario. Cranium lets you play like several different board games at once. It's got Pictionary elements. It has some word games you could play. It even has a little thing of clay so that you can mold some of the answers. Like there's a word like goat, and you have to make the goat out of Play-Doh. It has charades in it. Yeah, it mixes a bunch of games. So Cranium's got to be up there. Beyond that, my brother in Oregon, he's usually the ones that introduces us to new board games that I could never get my sister and her family, when the kids were younger especially, to play board games with me. They just wouldn't do it. They didn't like it. But when my brother introduces them to him, our older brother, then they like the games we want to play. But anyway, he introduced us to Cranium. He also introduced us to one called Ticket to Ride, which, if you haven't heard of it, is an amazing, amazing game where you have a map of like America or Europe or something, and you have to, through a process of matching train car colors, you have to make a long train across the country. Oh, that wasn't fair. Yeah, across the country between destinations. Like if yours is, let's make something up here, but if it's America, we started out playing the European one. If you have, and the quests are worth different amounts of points. There's a big quest and there's small quests. So if I, for example, have one, I might have one that says I have to go from Seattle, Washington to Tampa, Florida. And that's my big quest. If I complete that in the course of the game, then I get, higher points. And you really want to get those. You really want to finish your big quests. It's very hard to finish a game if you don't get your big ones. But then you'll have a shorter trip that's worth less points, like Seattle to, I don't know, Los Angeles. That's probably long too. But, you get the idea. Shorter trips and longer trips. And Ticket to Ride is so much fun. Oh my gosh. Yeah, well anyway, and you also get points if you have the longest train consecutively, period. If you connect all the trains together and you have the longest train at the end of the game, you get extra points for that. And yeah, it's a super fun game. It really is. He started playing that many years ago, I guess now, because my son, one of the nieces or nephews would always go out to see them in Oregon during the summer. For several years though, they did that there, and everybody loves that game. And there's all kinds of different maps. You can, like I said, you could do the Europe map, which is what we played with him for the most part. You can do America. My vote now is always going to be for America, because America is the only place that I know a little bit about the geography, and I'm not even great on the geography for America, even though I've lived here all my life. I just always sucked at geography, so. But it's a super fun game. So those, yeah. You ever played Paper Mario? Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. It really is. Oh good, you're gonna love that playthrough. And that'll be Thursday nights. At least that's the plan. Yeah, great game. It really is. It's different, very different from the regular Mario games in the sense that it's not the side-scroller game. And there's different stuff. Like you can make recipes in Paper Mario. And that, of course, is fun. And just different quests. It's more like an RPG. It really is, like a fantasy RPG. So much fun. Love it. Okay, so those are probably my top 2 favorite board games. I'm trying to think of what other ones I like. I always loved Pictionary. Always. Even though I'm not really very good at it. I can't draw. But it's really fun to play. Win, lose, or draw. Again, I don't know why I like the drawing games and I'm bad at it, but just like with video games, I don't have to be good at a game to like it. I could just acknowledge that it's a really fun game to play. And sometimes when you're bad at it, like with Pictionary, that makes it even funnier to play, It's like, board games, I guess, have to be corporate play, but I always kind of thought of video games like that too. They're sort of corporate, If you have friends, like on Twitch, it's so much more fun to play when you have people there to play with that are cheering you on and, just have a good time with. So, yeah, anyway. Let's see. Now, there are a lot of board games that I have not gotten into yet. There is a store. I don't know if these are across the country, but I know here in on the East Coast of the United States, we have these stores called, they're gaming stores. They're the one around here is called Game Table Cafe. And you go in, and they have your tabletop games, like tabletop role-playing, like Dungeons and Dragons, which I also love. I guess if you consider Dungeons and Dragons a board game, that's probably my favorite. But I tend to, I don't know, that one has kind of its own classification to me because it's an RPG. I mean, not RPG. Well, yeah, it is, because it's role-playing. That's kind of in a different class to me. But that would be my favorite if you consider Dungeons and Dragons a board game. That's my favorite. But they also have all the other cool ones like Settlers of Catan, and they have Sequence. Sequence is a fun one too. Oh my, that was interesting. That was a very interesting way to beat Birdo. What was I gonna say? Yeah. Anyway, so it's a gaming store, and they have all those they have the role-playing games like Dungeons and Dragons, but they also have all the board games, and you can set up you can set up role-playing groups. Like for Dungeons and Dragons, we did that for a while, my son and I, and it's a place that you can meet people like that to set up gaming groups and hang out and play board games, for all the time. And they have a cafe there where you can buy sandwiches and coffee and that kind of thing. They even let you run a tab while you're playing, which is really nice. And they, you have to pay. If you get food and stuff, you have to pay for it. But if you, for just to go in and meet a group and play, you pay like $10 for a day. But if you're there for several hours, you can play as much as you want, as many games as you want. And of course, they have the food and stuff, and they bring it right to you. Really cool place that was unfortunately hit very hard by COVID. I think they're still there. I'm sure they're very, very happy that the pandemic is hopefully coming to an end, because they were one of those places that just got hit really hard. But yeah, I don't know if they have that particular Bezos. These are Bezos. These are Fort Bezos. Sorry, I just remember the name. Yeah, I don't know if they have places like that across the country or not, but they really should, because it's a great idea. I guess I'm just a nerd or geek or whatever you call those people that like to play games and stuff, but I'm a gamer geek, I guess, and that's such a fun place. Now, what did you ask me? You asked me something. How many D&D characters have I played? Oh my goodness. Over the years, I started playing in high school, and I'm a little past high school now. Although it probably doesn't sound, I have a very young sounding voice, but I started playing in high school. I wasn't allowed to play in high school, actually. I was raised in a very, very conservative Christian family, which is okay. There's a lot of benefits to that too, but unfortunately, one of the unfortunate things about that was that D&D was considered evil and wrong. And I will say, in most cases, that's completely without merit, and I will argue with you till I'm blue in the face about the merits of Dungeons and Dragons, and it's not evil at all. It depends on how you play it and what your goals are when you play it. But in my family's case, just to put it simply without getting into too much detail, there actually was some history there that I could kind of see why they didn't like the game, but it wasn't the game's fault either. It was just the circumstances blending together that made the experience of the game for them very bad, so I could see it. But anyway, since I was not allowed to play, but I played anyway. I started when I was like 16, 15, 14, I don't know. When I was in high school, I met my son's father, actually, my ex, and we would play together. He got me into it. So since I was 14 or 15, I have played. I couldn't even count the amount of characters I played, to be honest with you. Now, unfortunately, it's always seemed like when I got a game up and going when I played it. Let's see if I can not break the game again here. I haven't played a lot of them through like a full campaign, unfortunately, because it always seems like when you get a game going, something happens and then the players just kind of disperse. But I have started many characters in the game, and yeah, many. I guess because I'm a writer and a fantasy writer at that, D&D started me out on that actually a lot. I would make up the characters. Half the fun to me was making up the characters and writing their backstories. And I always wrote like novel-length histories for my characters. The most recent one I played, my favorite class to play. I'm not my favored, because my favored class, just with my history and stuff, my favored class is a bard, which I absolutely love playing bards. But my favorite, you know what? Wait, before I do this, I don't want to lose it again. Oh, just trying to move it over. There. My favorite class to play is rogue. They're just super fun to me. I have so much fun playing like a perky, happy rogue. I found that I used to, because I'm a very thoughtful person. I used to have these kind of emotional, thoughtful characters, which I don't know if you've ever watched Critical Role. If you haven't, watch it. It's awesome. But I have learned, like, if you know anything about Critical Role, Liam O'Brien. I always play characters like that were very, very thoughtful, emotional, and that's just how the characters are. So what am I doing here? Oh, okay. And that's okay. But that's because with me, I'm a writer. Part of why I write is because I work things out through my writing. That's how I work things out in my head. I explore things that way. So I was always playing these very thoughtful, emotional characters, and that's fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, like Liam. But at one point or other, I made this character who was a rogue, but she was so cheerful and happy. She was like Scanlan Shortholtz a little bit. She just was happy and had so much fun. And I found that when I played her, when I had that energy there, and just the bubble and the innocence and the fun, I found that it got me out of my head, and it was therapeutic in a way that even playing my thoughtful characters couldn't be. So anyway, wow, we're diagnosing my my RPG habits, which is okay. I'm fine with that, as long as I'm not boring you. Wait, what did you ask me now? Can you read into my fantasy stories? I'm working on a book series right now, which is all about, it's a fantasy story, but it's not published yet, and I can't, because I don't know if I'm under contract, but I certainly, this is so much faster. Let's just do this the regular way. I'm not under contract. It's just it's hard for me to give out that stuff without you just get nervous about copyrights and stuff. I'm trying to think if I have any ones that I could. What I should do, I should be doing this anyway for my book. I should set up my own webpage, and I could put some of those short ones up there. Just like the backstories and histories of characters. So I'm trying to think. I don't do it anymore, but I used to. I guess I still do. I still play Dungeons and Dragons online on Discord. They have a lot of groups on Discord you can do. But Discord doesn't really have a way of having those written histories. So I'm trying to think where I could even send you to where some of my writing is. I used to have a blog. I guess it's still there theoretically. It was for my poetry more than anything else. I'm trying to think where I could even send you to where you could read some of that stuff. Family D&D circle. I'm sorry, I didn't see that till just now. That's hilarious. Yeah. Are you talking about my family's history? Yeah, you were. But I sorry. When I saw that, what popped into my head was a family getting together and playing Dungeons and Dragons, which actually, and if you think about it in that way, it's kind of funny the way you said it. But yeah, it was a mess. I don't. Well, I guess you're never gonna meet any of my family, but I'll try to summarize what happened. You know how people said for the longest time, unfortunately mostly it was Christians, that Dungeons and Dragons was evil and that it led to like Satan worship and all that. There was a whole big stink about that in the 80s when I was a kid growing up, so I wasn't allowed to play. My aunt, and I love my aunt, she's my favorite aunt. There's only one thing I don't agree with her on. was the point of that? There's nothing down there. Anyway, her son, her grown son, he was in the military at the time. I think he was in the army. He met his wife through playing Dungeons and Dragons, and his wife was, I don't think he knew it at the time, but she was a witch. And I'm not trying to judge anybody that's, a witch, like a Wiccan or whatever. I'm not. I'm just saying, this particular person happened to be a witch that he played with on Dungeons and Dragons, and he of course got involved with her, and they eventually got married and had kids. Well, I think if you had asked her at the time, she would have claimed to be a white witch, a Wiccan, and that she was all about sweetness and happiness and light. Well, she wasn't. She was involved in some very, very dark things, like Satanism and stuff like that. And she got my cousin into that as well. And they had some very, very creepy and difficult experiences with demonic experiences and stuff like that. And they happened to meet through Dungeons & Dragons, happened to play Dungeons & Dragons in such a way that was unhealthy, like they would literally try to cast the spells and stuff like that. So yeah, they were one of those really, really rare occasions where, and it wasn't Dungeons & Dragons' fault, it's just that they happened to, the people involved there happened to be, I didn't think it could go through the blocks. Well, that sucked. Well, please don't send me way back to the beginning of this world. Oh, it scared me. Let me think about that. I do have a pen name. Actually, I write under a pen name. But, okay, I think, let me try to remember here. I think, yeah, okay. Ah! Well, at least I know how to do it. I gotta set up a block, boundary with the pink things so that he can't get you. I forget what this Hydra dude's name is. He does have a name. Okay. Yeah, and then you have to, wait a minute. I think I did that too high. I don't think I want to have a... There, I think I don't want that to be so high. So anyway, yeah, it wasn't Dungeons and Dragons' fault. It just happened to be that really unique set of circumstances with that woman, and because of that, my aunt was definitely one of the ones who was just anti Dungeons and Dragons, which I can understand because of the association, just the emotional association with her. But it wasn't. That was her experience with it, unfortunately. But I don't think that's, yeah, my opinion of it is always, it's a vehicle, not for evil, it's a vehicle for imagination, like writing stories are, there are some people who, and I grew up in the church, so I heard a lot of this, and at one point it actually turned me off of the church altogether, but some people who don't like fantasy, anything, they think anything fantasy is evil. When I was a kid, I remember, and our family was strict. My family's strict because, we're just very conservative. We grew up Southern Baptist, which are one of the worst for this type of thing. So I heard stories of things like parents not even allowing their child to watch the Smurfs because Gargamel. He was a wizard. And I've heard, you hear nowadays where some people won't, Harry Potter is evil and blah blah blah. Now I still believe in my faith, and I'm devout in my faith, and that's great. But oh man, the type of people who think like that, I don't hate them, but I have a very, very difficult time getting along with the people that are like Harry Potter is evil, this is evil, anything fantasy is evil. It's not. But I could have soapbox, and I could argue about that for a long time, and I have sometimes in the church. But anyway, fantasy is not evil. And it's interesting because a lot of times the people who will say that those things are bad, those people are okay with Lord of the Rings and this and that, and then yet they'll say that Dungeons & Dragons is bad. Well, where do you think Dungeons & Dragons came from? It originated with Tolkien and Lord of the Rings. So you're okay with Tolkien, but you're not okay with Dungeons & Dragons. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I'm sorry. I don't want to get in the soapbox and I don't want to offend anybody. But yeah, it just, when I was growing up, Dungeons & Dragons was a bad thing, supposedly. And of course, when I became a teenager and met somebody who played, that made it all the more enticing for me. And then I learned, of course, it's a game. You know, it's a vehicle for creativity and not for evil. The people who had issues that killed people because they thought a demon was telling them to, they didn't get the demon through playing Dungeons and Dragons. Those are people that had a history of mental illness, and if it wasn't Dungeons and Dragons, it would have been something else they would have been into that people would blame. Every single case that was like that in the 70s and 80s, where they say Dungeons and Dragons, so this worked evil and blah blah blah, got them hooked up with it. No. Those are people who had mental illnesses, who did really horrible things, and it had nothing to do with Dungeons and Dragons. They just happened to play Dungeons and Dragons. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm getting on my soapbox again. I'm so sorry. I did not intend to do that. But yeah, that's a subject. It's a really sensitive one for me, I guess, because I am a Christian that likes to play Dungeons and Dragons. So yeah, I'm kind of in some ways, in some uses of the word, I'm a very odd Christian. But anyway, I hope. Now, see, I wasn't even. I'm not ashamed to be Christian, but I don't want people to feel uncomfortable on my channel, so I probably shouldn't even have brought that up. But anyway, you got me choked. You got me talking. Anyway, choking, of course. I will think about that. Thank you for asking. I will think about some kind of a website or something. I should have a website anyway, right? So I will think about that. Maybe there's some place that I can send you where you can read some of my fantasy stories. I would appreciate that. Writers always like to have people read their work for your opinion and stuff. So let me noodle on that, and I'll try to get back to you, see what I can do about setting up a place where you could go that you might be able to read some of it. Now, the book series that I'm working on, hopefully, book 1 is going for its final edit very shortly. So, really hoping that those will be out in publication sometime soon, that you can see them. So that would be good. Yeah, sorry, yeah. That was a lot, and yeah. But anyway. Have I just not been paying attention? Did I get sent back to the beginning of this world again, and I'm just kind of automatically playing because I was on my soapbox? Yeah, I did. That sucks. I was like at the end of this world fighting the final boss. I died, and now you sent me back to the beginning of this freaking world, man. They didn't even do this in the original Mario. Especially because this is All-Stars. They shouldn't send me back this far for dying. Ugh. That sucks. Alright, anyway. At least, because I was talking, I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't get upset till just now. Otherwise, I would have been upset this whole time. Oh, goodness. Alright. I play on Discord sometimes, but even playing on Discord, you're not necessarily gonna... Yeah, Discord is just different than some of the more message-based gamings. I used to play... Oops, you need me to go down there. I was trying to duck. I used to play on a roleplay... It was a message-based role-playing site called Rondex Portal. Actually, before Rondex Portal, it was McRae's Keep. And then McRae's Keep started charging for being there to play. And so I left there and went to Rondex Portal. I was there for a good many years. Those kind of things, they had a website where you could, send through message and stuff, some of your stories, your character stories and stuff. But I think Rondex Portal still exists. But it's very dead at this point, unfortunately. For a while there, it was great. It was working wonderful, but it's just dead nowadays. I don't know about McRae's Keep. I have no idea. We abandoned that when they started charging to be on there. Golly, that was when my son was really little, and that was a long time ago. Let's just put it that way. So I have no idea about McCrae's Keep, but Rondek's portal is still there, I think. Oh, really? Okay. Did you play tabletop, or did you play on Discord, or how did you guys play? Lightfoot Halfling Rogue. All right. Yes, rogues are the best. I love rogues. I mean, other characters are fun too. Rogues just happen to be my personal favorite. If you like Dungeons and Dragons, by the way, I don't remember. I think I asked it if you happen to like Critical Role. I said Critical Role is a channel here on Twitch. They're also on YouTube. They, I don't know if you know the name Matthew Mercer. He's a voice actor. I think I was talking about that before, Critical Role. If you like Dungeons and Dragons or anything fantasy, you need to check them out. They're finishing up. They play campaigns. They're all voice actors, like Laura Bailey. I don't know if you're familiar with any of those names, but in the gaming community, you know, they do voice acting for video games, and some of these are pretty big names, like Laura Bailey. A lot of people know who she is. And Matt Mercer, of course, he does the voice of McCree and Overwatch and lots of other stuff. Anyway, these guys all get together and they play Dungeons and Dragons together, and they started playing it on a site called Geek and Sundry, which is board games and D&D, you know, all that stuff. And it was so popular that they branched out on their own. They got their own thing now, the Critical Role, and they're super popular. They just finished up their second campaign with this group of friends. I'm dying here. Yeah, oh my gosh. And they are the best. It is so much fun. It's a campaign for the characters, which for the characters, of course, it's going to take you from level like 1 or 5 to, they go up all the way up through a whole campaign, I mean, to level 20 or something. So every Thursday night when they have a live campaign, they play for hours. They'll do a gaming sesh that's like 4 or 5 hours every Thursday night, and they've been doing this for years. And yeah, actually, not to discourage you from the Twitch channel, because they just finished up a big one. YouTube. If you go to YouTube and you look up like Critical Role, there's 2 campaigns. There's Critical Role Campaign 1, Campaign 2, and you're gonna find a really long playlist of their whole campaign. I mean, with these characters that went from like 5 to 20 something, and you can watch them. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, it'll take you forever to catch up. I mean, literally, like, it'll take you months of watching them regularly to catch up. But at the same time, they're so good. Oh my gosh. It is the best thing, one of the best things that ever happened to Dungeons and Dragons, in my opinion. My son got me into it. Watching these guys play Dungeons and Dragons and play these campaigns. And because they're voice actors, it's even more fun, because, you know, they get into their characters and they do these voices and everything. And it's just so much fun. So while they're on off season right now, so to speak, I'm assuming they're going to take a break here, because they just did the finale of Campaign 2. This is a great time to look on YouTube for Critical Role. You could look at either Campaign 1 or 2. They're different characters. Same voice actors playing different characters for a campaign. And Matt Mercer is the DM. This would be a great time to start catching up on some of those, actually, because they're going to have a break here after finishing Campaign 2. They literally, this past Thursday was the finale. They aired the finale that was over 7 hours. When they recorded the session, it was over 7 hours. Now, of course, obviously that's a long thing to watch, but this past Thursday night, they aired it live. It was pre-recorded, but they aired it live on their Twitch channel here. And I'll have to ask my son last count, because I fell asleep when they were doing it. But last count, when I was still awake, was that they had over 100,000 people on their Twitch channel watching Critical Role, the finale. So, yeah, totally. It doesn't matter which campaign you watch. You can watch Critical Role Campaign 1, Critical Role Campaign 2. You're going to see this huge playlist of their Thursday night gaming sessions for their D&D campaigns. They are, honestly, I've invested many hours into watching these gaming sessions. They're one of my favorite things right now. and probably will be for a while because they're just so good. It's Dungeons and Dragons is so much fun to begin with, but when you get an incredible game master like Matt Mercer with the story, the characters, the worlds, and these amazing voice actors who get so into their parts, it's like a fantasy. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like the best kind of fantasy entertainment you can get. So I cannot recommend Critical Role more highly. It is so good. Now again, there are series because there are 4-hour sessions with each episode is going to be a few hours of them playing. But if you like a good fantasy story and Dungeons and Dragons and yeah, it would be very good for you to watch. Anyway, I'm sorry, there I got on a soapbox again. I'm getting a lot of soapboxes tonight. So hopefully that's not too annoying. Yeah. Anyway, well, I guess it's good actually that I'm so talkative on my stream. Sometimes with the bigger streams, when they're not bigger, but when there's more people in here, because there's more discussion, you know, I get off on more random topics. Tonight, because there's just you and I, we're getting into some, we're staying on the same topic for a lot longer than we might otherwise, which is fine as long as I'm not boring you. We're good. Oh, you leaving? Okay, all right. Oh, you don't have to thank me for streaming. I have a good time. Alright, I'll see you next time you come in. Next Hero U session is this next coming Thursday night. So hopefully I'll see you then. If not, I'll see you whenever you're able to come next. See ya. Bye. Thanks for hanging out with me. Okay. Shoot. Give me the star. No. What time is it? It's pretty late. It is. It's 11:30. Okay. Whee! That was dumb. I don't think I'm going to pass this game tonight. I'm stuck on World 2. I don't know how many worlds there are in this game because this is just not the one I played a lot of. Is there 8 worlds in this like there usually is in Mario games? I don't even know. I was so mad though that I was up at the final boss of World 2 and I died and now I'm way back here. That kind of ticks me off a little bit. Alright, well, I don't know, maybe since you're leaving, maybe if there's nobody here to chat with, I'll do better. I don't know. Chatting and playing sometimes can be really, really hard. Pokey! Yeah, you gotta get these. You absolutely have to get these. Whoa! These, Cobrats, that's what they're called. You have to get those guys to get those Pokies or you're in trouble. Because, Pokies are so tall, you can't get past them unless you knock them down to size, so to speak. I think I'm getting up to another, heaps. I'm getting to another Birdo soon. Oh, and this is where I need a Toad. I'm gonna be mad if I don't get past World 2 again. I was there at the very last boss battle, which I forget his name, but the Hydra. And I couldn't, he killed me. Now I'm way back here again. Oh, that's a nice, silly purple thing. When I'm trying to think of what those guys are called, I keep thinking something like Gumby. What are those little purple things called? You know? I don't remember. Something bees. Yay! Now, as fast as I can go down to get past these guys with my star. This would be a great time to be a Toad. Oh, I'm almost there. Almost there. Oh! My ankle's starting to hurt again. My shin is hurting because I'm putting weight on my ankle right now. I'm sitting in a chair doing it, but... Alright, Birdo butt. Listen. I don't have time to be messing around with you. I have a Hydra to find and defeat. There. There's one. Bring her across the others. Oops. Aha! I think that's enough. I can kill you. Oh, this way. Woo! That was close. That was really close. Alright. Give me a heart? No? No. I guess not. Now, I better get past this. I don't need to be getting hung up on certain worlds. I can't stay up all night. I can't get that one on me. Yeah, these are Bezos. Some kind of Bezos with the forks. I feel like they're named some kind of Bezos, but I don't remember what kind. Oh, and you know, I keep calling them forks. They're not forks. They look like they're forks to me, so I think of them as like hungry Bezos, but they're not. They're not supposed to be forks. They're supposed to be like spears, like pitchforks, not like forks. Oh well, that's kind of funny, actually. Where do I put this? I want to get the mushroom. Oh, this isn't the right play. One. Oh well. Whoa. Hey! Bees a butt. So maybe they're not a certain type of Bezo, they're just Bezos. And I thought they had like eating forks, dinner forks, and they're supposed to be pitchforks. Wow. Okay. So how long has my stream been going here? Is it gonna tell me? Hold on a second. Yeah, it's been an hour and a half about since I've been streaming. I need to get a drink. Hold on a second. Britton, how you doing? Britton?
What?
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Britton, you got stuff all over your bed. The kitty's having a hard time finding a spot to lay. Are you okay, Ellie? Aww. Britton, I don't think he feels very good. Did you hear me? Britton? I don't think Ellie feels very good. Britton, did you hear me? Britton!
Well, I'm sorry, I don't know your question.
I don't think Illy feels very good. Pet him. Cuddle your kitty. Yeah, I'm always talking about my cats on stream. My special needs kitty. He doesn't look like he's feeling too good. Although, I think he ate his dinner with his medicine. Pretty sure he ate his breakfast. We weren't here this morning because both my son and I had to go in the office to work. So I don't know if he ate his breakfast. Pretty sure he ate his dinner. Bryn, did he eat his dinner? Whoops. Britton! Britton! I just wanted to ask if your cat ate his dinner.
What?
Did your cat eat his dinner?
I fed him, yeah. Well, when I'm done.
You didn't? Oh, Britton, I told you ages ago.
Did you feed him? Yes, I did feed them. No, I did feed them. I'm sorry. That was a mistake. He actually ate a lot.
Oh, he did? Did he eat breakfast too? Did he eat breakfast this morning? No. Did he eat it? Because we left.
Yeah, pretty good.
Well, I mean, Drew could have ate some of it this morning. We wouldn't know. He's just acting like he's not feeling too good. He's just acting like he's not feeling too good. Did they switch hierarchies again? He's acting like Drew is still on top, but who knows? I just always feel doubly worse for Illy when he's on the bottom, because the reason he's on the bottom is because he doesn't feel good, you know? Did you hear what I said? You know, I think I'm gonna stop after I die this time. I'm getting tired of World 2, and I'm not getting past it. So, I mean, I guess I'll play Mario 2 again. It's just right now, I'm kind of irritated by it. Cute little toad, yeah. Oh yeah, he's a lot faster. Look at that. He just digs real fast. Hooray! Pray for stars. While I have it, Toad and I are just going straight down. So fast. Are you serious? Okay. Now I'm yelling at the game. Alright. Guys, I know I wanted to try to beat the game tonight, but obviously that's not going to happen because I'm just not very good at Mario 2. Maybe we'll play this again next Friday night, and maybe I can get further. But I think we're going to leave it there for now. I've been streaming for a while and just failing failing at this. So I'm going to leave it. Wait, did somebody else just come in? Did somebody just pop in the chat here on Twitch? Okay, alright. I'll hang around for just another minute. Because if you're somebody that wants to chat, I'll hang around. If you're not, then I'll stop, but... That was one of the reasons I was stopping, because there's nobody in here. Joking, of course, laughed. But if there's somebody else came in that would like to hang out and chat, then I'll hang around for longer. Otherwise, I'm gonna stop. Britton, did you go onto my Twitch? If you're somebody else that, whoa, just popped into Twitch and would like to chat, please let me know. If not, otherwise, I'm gonna stop. Oh, like he popped out now. Yay, I got big. Ooh, he is fast. Look at that. Diggity fastity, diggity fastity boo. Something I usually say at the cats. Billity, 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 billity boo. Weird. Very weird. Oops. Beep. I think that person left. Okay, well, I might as well, now that I'm playing again. I was about to end, but since I started playing, I might as well go ahead and keep going. One more time, see if I get past World 2 this time. If I do great, I'll keep going. If not, I'm done. Eee! You know, I never really thought about it before, but Toad's outfit is very much like a Middle Eastern vest sort of thing. I'm trying to remember if in the cartoon they talked about that, like if the original Mushroom World where Toad comes from is supposed to be like a desert oasis area. I know that in the course of the cartoon they go to different areas that are like desert areas, but specifically Toad's world where he's from. Is it supposed to be like a Middle Eastern world? It would make sense, I mean, given the clothes. I never thought about that before. What are they doing? I know, but... Sorry, my son's yelling about his game. Alright. Is this Birdo, I think? Yes. Birdos I can usually get past pretty good. It's the... the other critters that sometimes get me. Although I like, what's his name? Rat. Can't think of his name. Mouser. Not a rat, he's a mouse. Yay! Need the lives. Alright, well I was just about to stop, but I thought somebody came in. Now I kind of got a second wind. I'm doing a little bit better. So I guess I'll hang around for a little bit longer. I can't remember if this is a diggy level. We'll take Toad just in case. I guess if I had a second favorite character, it would be Toad. I still much prefer Peach for most levels, but Toad is just so cute and little, and he's a great digger. Great little digger boy, which it makes sense. He's a mushroom, you know, digging in the ground, you know. Very earthy. Oh, dude. That little sand temple. Alright. Let's take Princess Peach back. If I have to, I'll pick up Toad again. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Go away, Bezo! Do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm really hot. It was hot here today, but not as hot as it's going to be tomorrow. Okay, game's not going well. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's kind of funny. I'm not gonna tell him I was listening to him because he'll get embarrassed. But something about his game is not going well. Woo! I'm gonna get my extra life. Alright. Where are they? What happened to the one that goes in the middle? Sorry. Oh, yay! Just at the right spot for me to get a mushroom. Excellent, excellent. No, go away. I don't want to lose my mushroom because you're... I'm gonna call him a not nice name. Wow, what's the matter with me? I don't generally swear. Especially don't call people names. What the heck, man? I guess I sprained my ankle today and had to go and get a cast and all that stuff, so... I guess I can be forgiven. Maybe. Whoa! Dude! What's going on, man? Get the pokey. Get the... snakes. What are these snakes called? Shoot. Pokies. Shoot, I had the name of the snakes before. Now I can't think what it is. What do they call them? Something to do with guns, because you pick them up. Cobrat. This is where I need my Toad. Yeah, there's Bezos. These guys are shy guys. The little snake things are cobrats. You can pick them up and use them like guns, apparently. There's a star. Please give me the free star. There we go. Down and down. I wish I had Toad. I'd get down a lot quicker. Ooh, that was close. Did I just lose a heart? Yes! The stupid heart went up the side where I couldn't get it. Oh, I'm not doing very good right now. I need some super power-ups. If I get hit with anything, I'm gonna die. That's something about this game that was nice. That, you had a decent amount of power-ups laying around. You got to play some different characters. And because there's enough power-ups, generally, because you have that hard bar at the left, right? So you have more chances than just getting hit once before you die. You know? I wish they had carried that over sooner than just, they started doing it in some of the newer renditions of the game. But it took them a few years after this one. I can't believe I just did that. Before they carried it over to where you have like a level, a tier of where you can get hit and not die. Boy, yeah, you know, I knew I wasn't going to do good at trying to beat this game, but I did not know that I was going to get stuck. So stuck on a world so towards the beginning, like world 2. You know? That's pretty pathetic, isn't it? Yee! Listen! I was trying to duck out of the way. Where are you starting me? Okay, good. If it was going to start me back any further than this, that was going to be it. I don't want to go back again. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Ouch. Normally Birdo isn't hard, but this particular one is kind of tricky. Yeah, you see the great hang time you get on her with her skirts? Whee! Kind of like flying. She doesn't fly, but she floats. She always floats. Anyway. Sorry. Yee-hee-hee! Oh, I missed her! Dang it! Oh. How many do I have left? 2. Kind of getting bored with this one. I mean, I like it, but again, this is definitely by far not my favorite Mario game. So, yeah. There. Making sure I got you that time. Getting up close and personal with the Birdo! Hey. Egg, and I shall kill you with it. Oh no. Alright, I guess I won't. Are you serious? I totally had her with that one. Gosh. That's why you gotta build up the wall. One more. If I don't pass her this time, I'm done, guys. I might, I have the potential of being able to pass Super Mario 3 when we get there, because again, that's one of the ones I played a lot of when I was a kid. I'm much more familiar with it, and just better at the game in general. So we'll see. But I guess really I should play this one again next week until I get past it. I just don't like this one much, honestly. I mean, it has its appeal, and I talked about a lot of that at the beginning, but it's just not my favorite. Well, now I'm out, so I'm gonna have to get her. What? It is really hard to aim in this game. Yay! Finally! Have you guys noticed that it's very hard to aim because it always goes a lot higher than you're expecting it to go? Alright, anyway. Kind of like the idea of getting eaten by the big bird at the end of the level. I needed those lives. My son got some, I was gonna say Fosnots. They're not really Fosnots. They're not traditional Fosnots. They're apple fritter donuts. And I'm not hungry at all, and I had one earlier. But it smells so good. They're just sitting in the box near me. Just that fresh baked, donut-y goodness smell. Oops, definitely don't want to eat it because they're really bad for you. I already had one. But they just smell so good. I guess it's, you know, like you go into a bakery and smell bread. And even though you're not hungry, you don't really want to eat. Just smelling it, it smells so good. Very comforting kind of smell, you know? Okay. Yeah, why am I not using my skirts for that part? Alright. Oh, go away. Oh man, I need Toad again, and I left him, of course. Help, help. Please give me the star. I need the star. Thank you. Go. Just go. Help! I don't... That's it. I'm done. I tried, guys. Hopefully if you watch this, you'll get a little enjoyment out of it. It was nice to have Joe King in here, of course. Alright. Well, alright guys, that was my attempt. I know it was 2 hours late, but that was my attempt at Super Mario 2. Next week, I don't know, I'll think about it and debate. Either I can try to play this again, see if I get any further, or we can just move on to Super Mario 3. My preference is going to be to move on to Super Mario 3, because I'm not a big fan of this one. But, I know a lot of you guys are, so let me know if you would like me to play Super Mario 2 next Friday night, or if you'd like me to move on to 3. Alright. Well, anyway, guys, I did have a good time playing tonight and talking to Joe King, of course. I hope you guys had a good time watching. Anyway, guys, I will see you tomorrow. Now, I am going to have to alter my schedule tomorrow, just so you're aware, because of my birthday party tomorrow. I shouldn't have any problem getting up to do Punch-Out at 10 tomorrow morning, Eastern Standard Time. The other 2 streams are in question. I might move my midday stream forward, my Sims stream a little earlier, like do it at 2 or something, because that way I can get it in. But the third one I'm probably not going to do. So tomorrow's going to be a little bit up in the air in terms of streaming, just because I've got some stuff going on. But I'll definitely be on for Punch-Out tomorrow morning, though, and I know I have my regular buddies that love my Punch-Out buddies. So anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, if not later on in the week. And if you're not on until next week, then I'll see you guys next Thursday night, or Thursday and Friday night. Alright. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this, or you come upon this later and enjoy it, please remember to like, subscribe, and follow. I'd really appreciate that. Alright, guys. See you next time. Retros YT out.